Hey, what's up guys, Monty428 here. Today I'm going to be showing off my favorite XP farm in Borderlands 2. While us console peasants can go farming for hours upon hours, that's realistically going to be 95% of our time spent watching loading screens, and I don't want to do that. I want something more efficient. I found this farm probably 2-3 years ago just by playing the game. But I have done extensive research on YouTube and on Reddit and on forums. I've scoured the internet, but I could not find a single person that has covered this. So I wanted to make my own video so I could share the love, share the knowledge with all of my fellow console vault hunting brethren. All you're going to need for this farm are two things. One, the Fire Lady Fist, and two, the Bee Shield. With these two items, you're going to be able to do this on any character in the game. Gage and Krieg do have problems, however, which I will get into later in the video, but still, with these two items, you will be able to do it on them and all of the other characters. The third item, this is not necessary, but it's highly recommended. I don't know why you wouldn't want to use it, is the XP Relic. If there's any place in the game to use this, it's here. I would say wait till you're like level 60 or so to get one, just to ensure you have a really good percentage on it that can carry you all the way to level 80. But, this one's pretty bad. This is 7.4%. That's not good. You want one that's like 8.5 or higher, I would say. I don't know how the percentages work on it, to be honest, but, get a good one. And again, all you need, Bee Shield, Lady Fist, that's it. So what are we doing? We're here in Hollowed Hollow at the Hollowed Hollow XP farms. And we're going to be farming the Pumpkin Kingpin, who in my opinion is the most overlooked boss in the game. He gives you about 22k XP per kill. Is that really worth safe quitting running all the way back here just to get 22k XP? Yes, he is, because the thing is, we're not going to be safe quitting. The deal with this guy is he's one of the only, if not the only bosses in the game that you can kill and have respawn without save quitting, and all it takes is a turn of this valve. You do this one time and now we don't have to do it ever again. Well, we will, but we'll get into that later. Once you turn that valve, we're going to be able to kill him an infinite amount of times without having to save quit. So we're going to come over here to Pride Rock, and yes, this is another Pride Rock. There's so many Pride Rocks, who doesn't love them? This is the Kingpin Pride Rock, and we're just going to stand over here so we can avoid his attacks. He's going to have to run over here to hit us, and we're just going to unload our magazines into him. That was a pretty quick kill, wouldn't you say? So now we're going to switch over to our Sham and Bada Booms, and we're going to let him kill us. We killed his body, he's mad. It's normal that he wants to kill us in return. So we're going to let him do that. And now, once we respawn and come back to the arena, he's going to be rejuvenated. His body will be regenerated, and he's going to be feeling a-okay, as if we just spawned him in again for the first time. And this means that we can torture him for hours upon hours instead of torturing ourselves for hours upon hours watching loading screens. So I'm going to show off going back to him. That was a pretty good rocket jump. I'm going to show off killing him one more time just so you can see the process of, what you would be doing when you're doing this. So we're going to come over here, we're going to kill him again. That's my money shots. And as you can see, the Bee Shield went down there. Now, this is the problem. If your Bee Shield goes down, you're going to be running around for a little bit waiting to regen. You got to dodge all these little pumpkins. You got to dodge his attacks. My Bee Shield is taking forever to recharge, and you really want to avoid this. This is why you need to optimize your build for the most speed in killing him. And you just want to hit your shots, obviously. There, we got the kill. We got 24k XP with the relic. So now we can switch back to the Shim and let him down us, but we're actually just going to sit here, look at his head up there, and explain some stuff. I have a lot to explain right now. So, if you do this efficiently, it takes roughly 1 minute to kill him, respawn, and get back to the arena. So if we do that math, it's going to take 10 to 15 minutes to level up a single time, depending on how you optimize your skill tree for movement speed and kill speed. This means in 1 hour we can level up 4 to 6 times. And that means if you start this farm at level 50, you can get to level 80 in 5 to 7.5 hours. That is excluding the time for farming new Bee Shields, because we are going to have to farm a new Bee Shield every 3 to 5 levels. After 3 levels, you will start to notice the drop off in your amp damage. And like I just said, you can start this farm at level 50, and that would mean that you're going to have to farm the bee shield from the tree ants in the Tina DLC. So you can either go there, or you can go to Hunter Hellquist in the main story. He's not really in the main story, but in the vanilla game, you can go to a Hunter Hellquist and farm them from him. So it really depends how you want to optimize your time and which farm you think you're better suited for to go to. But yeah, every 3 to 5 levels, depending on your DPS output, you can decide that for yourself. You can definitely push to 5 levels. Until you have enough extra skill points and nothing left to spec for, you're not going to want to spec any kill skills, which as you can see here, I'm specking this kill skill now that I have nothing left to get in my skill tree that will be of value to me. So until you're at that point, you don't want any kill skills unless you're Axton, which I'll get into in a second. But on any other character, you don't need kill skills, because that means you're relying on failing the speed kill and having to kill the minions. Otherwise, you're not going to be getting any kills. And in general, you don't want to spec any healing skills, because you want to get downed as quickly as you can once you kill his body. And you can do that, you know, with your own grenade, your own rocket launcher, whatever weapon you may have to down yourself if you think he's not killing you fast enough. But after a couple of levels, once you're closer to level 80, that's going to be trickier to do, because those weapons will have dropped off. And honestly, I just let him down me. He does it pretty quickly. It only takes a couple of seconds. Depends on how you're running around in the arena and such. But yeah, don't spec any healing skills, because you want to get downed as quickly as possible. And if you're healing, you might be able to tank a shot or two, and you just don't want that. So before we get into character optimization, I do want to talk about the candies that he drops, because as you can see here, I'm going to pick up this blue candy. Let me make sure I'm on my channel. I'm just going to die. You want to pick up these candies. They're good for you. The blue candy gives you ammo regen and grenade regen, which if you are using grenades to grenade jump back to the arena or down yourself, or for crowd control, then yes, you get those grenades back, and that's really nice. You do not get rockets back. I don't know if I just said that or not, but you don't get rockets back, of course. Here's some more candies. We got the green candy. This one is totally useless, because it's just gonna give you health regen and damage resistance, and you don't need that in this fight, like I was just saying. The yellow candy is everyone's favorite. It gives you speed. It lets you get back to the arena really quickly if you pick it up right before you go in a fight for your life. And lastly, not sure if there's any over here right now, the red candy gives you just a straight damage increase, so you can pick that up before he spawns in and kill him a little bit quicker. So yeah, the candies are definitely worth picking up. You do want to go get those. And now let's talk about optimization for your characters. I'll talk about Salvador last, but let's talk about Maya first. On Maya, you can get her fleet skill with a Rough Rider shield and a Banshee class mod, and that way you can switch to that before you go down, and you can just run right back to the arena, switch back to the bee and whatever your class mod of choice will be, and you can kill him quicker. With Zero, you can use a Fabled Tortoise shield and a Sniper class mod, and it's essentially the same thing. You know, you get your speed, you get back here. On Axton is, in my opinion, the most suited for this farm. He is the best for it. I love Axton. He's awesome. You can get his Gemini skill, which I'm pretty sure most people know, but I'll explain. With Gemini, you can throw one turret down, throw the second turret, and before that hits the ground, you pick up the first turret. That's going to kill the second turret and give you kill skills. So, like I was mentioning before, with Axton, you do want kill skills, because you can throw your turrets down right when you spawn in, and then by the time that the pumpkin is gonna spawn in, you're gonna be able to throw your turrets again, which means you can get your kill skills right when he gets up. And those kill skills are Onslaught, which gives you movement speed to get back to the arena, and a nice gun damage boost, which, you know, who doesn't love free gun damage? So that's going to be nice for taking him out, and that will be paired with your other kill skill, Metal Storm, which gives you a crazy fire rate and recoil reduction boost, which is super nice for the Lady Fist. And lastly, you can get Quick Charge, which will help you recharge your shields instantly, which will help with the bee if you get hit one time. You know, you won't have to run around as much. But I'm just going to check right now if you get kill skills for killing him. Yeah, you do get kill skills, so if you find that quick charge is making it harder for you to down yourself after killing him, then maybe don't spec into that, that's just up to you. Next is Krieg and Gage, which, like I mentioned before, do have problems. They really just don't have the speed or kill speed optimization in their builds. Like, they really just don't have anything that can benefit them here. And you can't rocket jump with Krieg or grenade jump with him, so even that is not going to work on Krieg. So really, like I said, all you need is the Fire Lady Fist and the Beast Shield to do this, but it is going to be much slower on them, and honestly, I probably just would not want to do this farm on them. You're just not fast, it's not fun. So since I'm on Salvador, I will go over my build for him and what I do. This is pretty basic. I think you can probably just go through every skill and see why I picked it and why I didn't pick other things. You mainly just want your pistol skills, and you want auto loaders so you can automatically reload your bada booms, which I will show off using both of them in just a minute. But you also want to get money shot for that nice little final shot on him if you have to reload. This might finish him off, get a nice chunk of his HP gone. The most important skills by far are Get Some and Keep It Piping Hot. Once you start shooting him, then you're automatically going to refund your cooldown. You can do this while he's standing up before he's actually spawned in. And even when you're gunzerking, as soon as you shoot something, you'll see that your cooldown is getting refunded. And then that also activates Keep It Piping Hot, which is just free damage. This skill, do not get Steady As She Goes because it's actually bugged with the Lady Fist. Of course it is, how ironic. This is bugged with Hyperion guns to sometimes do the opposite of what it says, so it's going to decrease your recoil reduction by 80%. You're going to have terrible recoil, and it's going to decrease your accuracy by 30%, which I did not know, and I was farming him for a long time with my Lady Fist, and it was just so bumpy, the recoil was janky, it sucked, and I could not understand why. It really felt like this was exactly what was happening. It was randomly decreasing my accuracy and giving me more recoil. So I've tested a lot. Your best bet is definitely going to be using 2 Lady Fists and just laying into them. That's 1600% crit. You can offhand the Grog Nozzle too if you'd like for 2400% crit. However, you will get the Grog Nozzle Drunk effect, which does suck. It ruins the kill. You're not going to be able to kill him once you get this. So I honestly just don't use the Grog Nozzle because it happens very often. So 2 Lady Fists is great. If you don't have a second Lady Fist, you can use just a Slagga and slag him up instead. Just don't mag dump it, shoot him a couple times till where you think he's slagged, and then just start shooting with your Lady Fist because you will get recoil if you're just unloading your mag. So 2 Lady Fists is definitely the way to go. That's what I've found. And then switch to your bada booms and your sham and get back to the arena quickly. You can use a legendary Berserker class mod if you happen to have one for bonus movement speed in Gunzerk. And you can also spec into the bus that can't slow down for more movement speed while you're Gunzerking. However, if you do that, you're going to be missing out on some more important skills. So honestly, I don't know what I'm going to spec after I get these last 2 points, so maybe I'll just start moving down to this. But then I'm also going to be having to spec into this skill, and it probably won't ruin it, but I don't want health regen. Definitely don't want to get this because you do want to get set on fire when he shoots his fireball at you, and obviously you don't want damage reduction either. So that's pretty much how to do it on Salvador. Now we're going to let him kill us. I think I have to switch to my sham actually. But what I want to do as Salvador is Gunzerk right when I spawn in, and by the time that I kill him and get downed and respawn, I'm going to have Gunzerk right when I spawn in again. So it's just a nice little timing thing there. So I do want to show off some rocket jumping here with Sal. That was a decent jump. You can find out how to path that out nicely and get that rocket jumping down. But one last thing is the audio. You probably have noticed this audio does start to get annoying. It gets very monotonous to listen to him groaning and shooting fireballs and the organ pipes or whatever the music is in the background. It gets annoying. So turn these down to 0, slap on some Spotify tunes, and get to the grind. And that's pretty much all there is to this farm. I think I've covered everything. If there's anything else I can think of, I'll put it down in the description. But thank you guys for watching. If you found this video interesting or helpful, if you think you're going to use this farm in your own playthroughs, then that's great. I've done my job. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, peace out, Monty Clan. See you in the next one.